Hey guys, it's Fox, the July Lioness, and this is the Baton Vita challenge, I guess you call it. Day 2. The prompt was to list the 10 things I can't live without. So I wrote them down. um, First of all, just like the temporal needs, food, shelter, money, that sort of thing, that would be the first thing I can't live without, because I literally would kind of die or suffer very much if I did not have food, shelter, or some way to buy food and shelter. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Okay, the second thing I couldn't live without is friends. The third is my pets, especially my pets. My pets are my kids. My pets are named Darla. She's the dog. Kind of a lab. She's white with black spots. She's kind of got, she kind of looks like an English pointer lab style. You know, she's got the structure of a lab, but the coloring of a pointer. And then I have 3 cats. My oldest cat is a gray and kind of gold. Doesn't have much white in him. Kind of a gray, dark gray and gold, short-haired tabby. He's 3. His name is Hermes. And then the next kitty is a long-haired black girl. She's about a year old now. Yeah, a little over a year old. Her name is Merwin, which is Welsh for Mary. My ancestry is Welsh. And the baby of the family is another very short-haired gray and gold tabby. Looks a lot like Hermes, only he's got more gold in him. And his name is Lysander. His nickname is Sandy. So you call him Lysander, he'll say to you, "Oh, call me Sandy." He's very down to earth, you know. And he's, well, I don't know exactly how old he is. He won't tell me. But I believe he was born last April. So I've just decided that April 5th will be his first birthday. So he's almost 1. His gotcha day was, well, that's complicated because I fostered him for a while, and it took a while for them to actually let him be my cat. So I think his gotcha day was like September, but he came to live with us in last July maybe. But yeah, so yeah, I can't live without my pets. They're my kids. I don't have a husband or kids, just the animals. Fourth thing I can't live without is Spore, my video game. I play one game, and it's Spore. I remember when Spore came out in '08. Yeah, it's old. And I got the creature creator, and then I sort of, well, life changed. Let's put it that way. Life got in the way for quite a while, and so I finally got Spore, my own copy, last September or October, something like that. And it's just really fun. It's called a God game, and it's an oldie but a goodie. You create your own species, and then it evolves through all the stages. So you start out in cell stage, and then it goes into the creature stage, and then the tribal stage after that, and then civilization stage, and then ultimately space stage. So you could be playing this game for a long time, years. I actually cheated on YouTube and typed in, "How does Spore end?" because I've been in the space stage for a very long time, since October, almost October. And so I found out how it sort of ends, but it doesn't really end. It just sort of puts you onto like another level. So I don't know if it actually has an ending, which is good because it would be kind of sad to know. That's a spoiler, so I wouldn't really want to know how it ended. But I love my Spore. I play it once a week on Sundays, just Sundays. Sunday is fun day, and I look forward to it. I look forward to my fun day. And I may want to play Sport sometimes during the week. No, 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 no. You do your other stuff and Spore is your reward. So, because I don't have anybody living here to keep me on track, It's all up to me. So I have to discipline myself. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not as strict as I probably should be. Okay. The fifth thing that I couldn't live without is peace. Peace of mind, peace and quiet, serenity. You gotta be peaceful. Stress will kill you, and you can't dwell on your worries because that's stress. And if you don't release that, it'll build up, and you could develop a terminal illness just from stress. So you gotta accentuate the positive. Law of attraction. I mentioned it in my previous video, and there it is again because it just seems to keep showing up. So yeah, peace. All right, something more material. Number 6 of the 10 things I can't live without. My puppets. Yeah, weird. Okay. I love them. I love them. My puppets are so cute. It sounds weird. It's like, are you playing with dolls? No, it's puppets. It's different. Puppetry is acting. Dolls are nothing. It's just diddle, Let's pretend Barbie and Ken went for a ride to the beach in the Barbie mobile. And yeah. I don't know. That's kids stuff. But puppetry and ventriloquism require acting skills and being able to somehow throw your voice. Like right now, I'm kind of throwing my voice like this. Or actually, I could do one of my puppet voices. Yeah, this is one of my puppet voices. Her name is Mindy Tethernet. And, okay, do you see my lips moving? I can't quite tell. But it's a very interesting way to do this because it involves not only it takes a lot of concentration talking like this, and also while you're trying to remember to speak a certain way, and there are certain ways you have to form your words, you also have to think of what you're going to say. As well as manipulate the puppets now. So actually, it's more like this, and you have to sink your hand in with the words that you're forming. So it does take a bit of concentration and practice, and I'll never be perfect at it. I tried to wear pale lipstick, so it's like, don't look at me, don't look at anything bright over here, I'm not even here. Like this shirt would be totally wrong for puppetry. You want the puppet to be the focus, and the operator, the puppeteer, disappears, the ventriloquist. But I admire so much Terry Fader because he sings. He sings. I mean, ventriloquially sings. Holy cow. So I'm really amazed by that guy. A lot of people think of Jeff, forgot his last name, with Peanut and Ahmed, the dead terrorist. A lot of people like him a lot, but Terry Fader is the one that has sort of surpassed Jeff, what's his face? I'm sorry, I forgot his last name. Lars. Oh, geez. Okay. Next. Okay. This is probably low on the list, but I gotta have my internet. I gotta be in touch with the world. I always tried to communicate. Before internet, I had pen pals and stuff, and when growing up in the 70s, there was no internet. We had radio, TV, and the mail, and the phone. So if I wanted to communicate with my friends, I would write them a letter or burn up the phone line. Oh yeah. And this wasn't a cell phone, guys. This was landline. So you get on the phone and you're gabbing away with your friend long distance for 2 hours. And then suddenly you're yakety yak yak yak, and mom picks up the extension and says, "Good night now." Oops. As you lose track of the time because you're doing your silly giggly girl things with your friend because you're about 16 or whatever, So, but internet is the way we stay in touch now, and it's amazing. It's really amazing, and I feel kind of bad for people who don't want to attempt it because they're afraid, intimidated by it or something, because they're missing out on more and more and more. I mean, even, all the businesses now are internet dependent. If you have a health insurance policy through your work or whatever, or if you apply for a job, this is what happened to me. I applied for a job, it was a while ago now, but when I applied for that job, they looked at me and said, "Okay, well, here you go. Here's the website." What? Oh, you applied through the website. Oh, well, what if you don't have internet access? Do you have paper applications? No, you apply through the website. So you find a friend with internet, or you go to the library and you do it there. I knew a guy a few years back. He was like stuck in 1965, and I was job hunting, and he said, "You go put on your best clothes and you pound that pavement." And he meant it. He thought that was how you looked for a job. I said, "No, you apply online. You do the internet now." "You do not. You're lying to me." He was kind of he was kind of icky. But yeah, the internet, gotta have the internet. And going along with that, number 8, a computer. Otherwise, you're at the library. Or a phone. Now it's definitely, the phones are a lot more interconnected too, a lot more online, like Instagram and stuff. Just started with Instagram. I don't like phones really. They're just that ringing. I gotta have my peace and quiet, and phones go ring and I go ah! So I like email. It's so quiet. Number 9, something I couldn't live without, my imagination. I can't imagine not being able to imagine. What kind of an existence is that if you can't create? If you're somehow, there's something wrong with you, or you've had such a traumatic life that you live in fear of whatever it is, and it's like the life force has been drained from you, so you're just so traumatized that you don't have imagination anymore. And I mean positive, happy imagination, not nightmares and stuff like that. So yeah. And number 10, these are really not in any order of preference, it's just as they came to me. Self-respect and respect too. Respecting yourself, liking yourself, and being respected by other people is good. Don't want somebody to be disrespectful to me, and You know, it's a very important thing to be able to know somebody and to respect somebody, because first you respect them, and once you respect them, you start to trust them, and then you've probably got a really good friend if you are lucky enough to find somebody like that. But there's a lot of people that are not respectable and not respectful. Okay, so that's my list of 10, and tomorrow is what's great about Fridays. Okay. Thanks, guys. This has been Fox, day 2 of Vlog Every Day in April. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.